Hi, my name is Lorraine McKay, and I am the founder and president of the Refresh Institute. The Refresh Institute is a multifaceted empowerment organization, and it is through our efforts of education and community improvement projects where we have the opportunity to fulfill the mission to inspire, empower, and refresh the world one encounter at a time. Through our arts academies, we focus on empowering the creative individual by sharpening their unique skills and their expressions through various art forms, whether it's by painting or drawing, whether it's through vocals, song, or creative writing, production, and so much more. As a faith-based entity, we empower purpose in the lives of those of the Christian faith. We bridge the gap through our interactive courses and activations between your purpose in life and your faith. Through our institute, we house a full scholastic support sector, which bridges the gap between instruction and life by supporting you, the scholar. We support the whole man, both physically, emotionally, socially, spiritually, and by helping you build community. We do so through our LifeWire, which is our mental wellness sector, through our Refresh Kids mentoring group. We do so through our ACTS sector, which is our activities, clubs, and teams, such as prayer clubs, worship teams, production teams, and also too, our mission group, and so much more. It is our ultimate goal to empower your life, no matter how old or young you are, or no matter where you reside. You can always find refreshing right here at the Refresh Institute. Visit our website for more information at www.refreshglobalnfp.org.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of our TRI Rush Week. As you can tell, I am in a vehicle right now. My day didn't go like I had originally planned it to go, but we are going to be faithful over the things that God has given us. And so I'm so excited to be here with you guys this afternoon as we have conversations about our TRI Rush Week. So let me know you're here. Let me know where you're tuning in from on the go. Absolutely, Doris. I am on the go. Good afternoon, Miss Mo 26. Kiva, good afternoon. I'm excited today because we get to share some wonderful intels from some amazing people that's a part of our TRI team in even other sectors. So we have an instructor that will be with us today, but we also have both the people that we've been on. First of all, it's just a joy when people are also scholars or they had been scholars, and they are also too those that serve in different capacities. So today you're going to hear from one of our team's admins who has been working diligent with us to build this support sector that's going to continue to support our scholars throughout this school year. And so we're super duper duper excited about that. She was also too a scholar of the Refresh Institute over the last semester. So we're going to hear from her testimony as well. And then we're going to also hear from another instructor who was also a scholar. I mean, that turnaround time is absolutely phenomenal. Yep, I'm live and on the go. But the good thing about it is I am not driving and the car is not moving. So bless the Lord our God. So we're going to go ahead and dive right on in. If you don't know, y'all, we're in our last week of registration. If you want to be a part of something that's going to empower your life, if you want to be a part of something that's going to add language to your purpose and your destiny in the earth, you want to make sure that you register for the Refresh Institute. We are a very unique empowerment educational sector, right? We believe in empowering you as the individual. And I've said this over the last 2 days when we've done our rush week. We don't want to tell you what to think. We want to just stretch your thinking, stretch what you already know. We're going to align it with the truth of God's word. Even on the creative art side, we're going to sharpen your skills, sharpen that iron, sharpen that tool that God has given you to build his kingdom in the earth. And one of the things we talked about yesterday is that what we teach and what we speak to is not just to the local assembly, but it's for those of you that are willing and ready to make impact in the earth in various sectors. So I'm so excited about that. You can check out our course catalog, all of the details of the courses that we have readily available on our website at www.refreshglobalnfp.org. Thank you so much, Doris. You got to make it do what it do. That's what you got to make it do what it do. So I'm so excited that you guys are with me. I am not going to delay the time any longer, but I do want to welcome you to our Rush Week. And I definitely know that you want to hear from these wonderful, amazing, beautiful people. So I'm so excited today to present for a conversation with me on this afternoon, Miss Nicole Watson. Now, let me tell you about Nicole. Nicole is our viola player with the Refresh team. Nicole has been with us for about 3 years. Yes, 3 years now, going on almost 4. And Nicole has served in various different capacities in leadership as an admin over multiple teams. And she serves as the admins from the intercessory team. And we're going to talk a little bit about what the intercessory team is going to do this year as scholastic support for our scholars. But she's also have spent her time as a scholar as well. So we're going to hear from all of those different aspects. And so I'm going to welcome to the stage, to the screen, to the virtual live, Miss Nicole Watson. Hey, Nicole. Oh, I think you're on mute. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Nicole. Maybe if you could go on your settings. Oh, oh, that's not you. I can't hear you. Maybe if can you go on your settings? It's a little washer on the side, and make sure that you're there. There you go.
Can you
I hear.
hear me?
Oh yeah, there it
Okay.
is.
So sorry. Hey guys.
Hey Nicole, thank you for joining me today for this live. And so I'm so excited about you being able to share and chat and talk with me about the prayer team, your history with the Refresh Institute and all the above. But introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are, where you come from, what you do, and all of the above.
Okay. So I am a violist. I'm for like Apostle Rain. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 5 years now, and it has been an amazing journey with Refresh. Joined. I was so nervous, so afraid because months down, I'm like, you know what, Lord, more like I'm good, and then I saw I had to be pushing, and it's just been amazing. Just being a part as being a part as a scholar, serve. It's just been an amazing experience. Excuse me. I met some amazing minstrels, some amazing farmers. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys to go ahead. If you choose amazing experience and like you guys have already missed, if you get semesters, so you don't want to miss out because it's, it's amazing and you will not get any teachings like it.
Yay, 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 yay. If you didn't hear it, Nicole is saying that your audio is a little choppy. So I'm not sure. Um,
Oh no.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just a little choppy. But she did share, what we could hear is that you're from Milwaukee, and we heard all the last parts and all of that stuff, and you met a lot of amazing musicians and psalmists and all of the above. And so um we're gonna try to fix the breaking up in a minute. I'm gonna give her a moment to do so. But I know, Nicole, since you've been here, well, first of all, let's talk about the prayer team and you being on the intercessory prayer team as a leader and things of that nature. Um, talk to us a little bit about the prayer team as a whole, and even just what you all may be endeavoring to do for this spring, no, fall semester that's coming up for our scholars.
Yeah, intercessory course is just by ever have been taught, like ever, like, especially the last semester when we learned about the spiritual map and types of gates and just so many different things. I think we really saw there was a actual semester and just leaning in for the refresh summit like that. Learned everything that we learned, and just totally blew our minds to see what we learned, throughout the summit. As far as for 101, 102, right about that because we get to our new scholars, our new intercessors, also get to um, just continue to grow. I know to really just sit and learn and take it all in, but now with new intercessors, for those that will be joining, just different things that we will have available. I'm super excited about that. We also have amazing, amazing teacher, amazing Micaiah Jones. I'll be teaching 101 and 102. Just going to be an amazing experience. I know full of the fire of God and always ready to start and activate. And so, yeah, I think it's definitely going to be amazing.
Yeah, so one of the things I know that TRI is adamant about as we're building on this educational sector side is that we want to begin to support the scholars in every aspect. One of the things I learned along my journey just with mentoring is that worshipers and creatives are kind of like those individuals that need support in every single area, support mentally. I met a lot of creatives. I met a lot of worshipers that was so challenged with how they were wired that their mental
Yeah.
capacity and the wellness of it was just not in alignment like it should have been. And many creatives turn to various creative expressions to kind of relieve them of the stress and of the pressure that just comes with life and with them being different. So our scholastic support services, just so that you guys will know, our scholastic support services is designed to support the whole when it comes down to the scholars, and it's we have to support it spiritually, intellectually, physically, and socially, and we support it as well, on the I think I said spiritual side, spiritual, intellectually, mentally, then socially, and on the spiritual side. So we have a whole scholastic support service sector, and again, it incorporates our acts teams or our acts department, which is our activities, clubs, and teams, and our prayer team, our intercessory team is absolutely a part of supporting spiritually the whole man and giving
Yeah.
even just some insight and knowing that you don't have to walk through this journey alone and by yourself. And this will be the first semester where we will launch our prayer team in this sector that they're getting ready to roll in as far as that prayer support for our scholars. And so we're really super excited about doing that. Nicole, you mentioned that after learning from some things and then being able to operating that during the summer, it kind of shifted even the weight of intercession for our
Yeah.
intercessory team. And being as an admin and seeing where we started and where we're going, um, do you believe that, like, how much do you believe that this prayer team now is going to be a massive support to our scholars for this upcoming semester?
Yeah, I think to see, again, just looking back 3 years, we had a few intercessors, a part of the refresh when and of course, we had a amazing ones who prayed, but
Wait,
to see the
Nicole,
language change.
before you go further, it's still breaking up. I don't know what it is though. Let's see. Is it the AirPod? You might have to just change
Put it
it to the.
back in because it was just a little bit better.
Oh, nope, it's still going in and out. It's doing the same thing.
Okay. Uh, okay. Let me try the microphone again.
Okay.
It is now.
Say that one more time.
And now, like I just took out the AirPod. Wow.
Okay, you together. It's like a little delay, and then it's like delay, and then trying to connect to it.
You want me to log out?
You can, and let's try it. Let's try it if you do. Okay. So Nicole's gonna come back in, you guys. But one of the things I do know is that we're looking up new ways, and we've been building and creating new ways to support our scholars this year. Like it's not enough, y'all, to just be able to just walk through life and get all of this knowledge and not have the support that you need on the spiritual side. And it's nothing like being able to have some grounded guardians. All right. We talked about yesterday intercession being from that guardian perspective. And it's nothing like having grounded guardians who will actually join with you to ensure that you can reach the point of your potential and reach the point of purpose in all of the above. So I'm gonna she's back on, so we're gonna bring her back on to kind of share. So okay, no, your audio's gone. You just have to connect your audio again. Let's see.
Okay. How's that?
Yep, 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 yep. Okay, there it goes. So yeah, so we were asking the question we was asking was about just how important this scholastic support is going to be to our scholars this year, especially with the maturity of these guardians or intercessors, as we call them.
Yeah.
From the time of training till now.
Yeah. Like one thing I know from just the time we started till the time we did the one on was it wasn't just something that transformed today per time, but it literally transformed our lives. It was literally like just showed us that we cannot just pray. We cannot just pray with focusing on one thing, the strategies of heaven. And so just to see the full transformation in individual lives within the different areas in Refresh, whether it's within our local church, with it, like just so many different areas to see the manifestation of our prayers, to see information in general, even within the overall Refresh. I think, um, yeah, it's just completely and it's completely transforming. And so I think serving in any other capacity, like it starts here first. It was definitely a lot that I saw a lot and really see as we just continue to thrive throughout each of the courses for in prayer. And so yeah, I think it just really starts here in order to really move through the next phase of where we are and where we're going first. And so yeah, I think a lot of what I learned in general, of course I won't get to the thing because you got to sign up. But yeah, so much transformation. There's but just within Refresh Global, there and so yeah, I truly believe it started. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're going to be able to take full advantage of having support from other priests other guardians, other intercessors that's going to band together with you to make it happen, and to
Yeah.
push you towards the place of great success, not just for this institute, but for your life as a whole. And we know that
Yeah.
prayer works, so we're not going to deny that. But we do have other aspects to our scholar support services as well that will continue to support you and the whole person. And so
Yeah.
I know that we are planning some things currently right now, with our prayer
Yeah.
team, and so you'll be able to sign up and schedule some time with some intercessors. And Nicole, I don't know if you guys have any more details outside of the last time we discussed, but pretty much they'll be able to sign up with the intercessors
Yeah.
and schedule a time. I think it's like 3 days a week. Do you have more details concerning that?
Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 days a week that we will definitely pray with you. We will definitely, I believe, it's for about 30 minutes or so. That you have us as a resource. Definitely be available. At that will be scheduled, and so we'll definitely be sure to get that information.
Perfect. So you're gonna get an opportunity. Look, don't be over there stressing out by yourself or anything. This is our way of serving. So what happens is the knowledge that we receive, we apply that knowledge, and we help others, we serve others we have received, and it activates us and empowers us for our purpose and our destiny. So you'll be able to sign up with the intercessor, and whenever you need it throughout the semester, and they will take some time to pray with you. Now, our intercessors also too, they kind of pray, and or pray during our weekly chapel. So some one of the other spiritual supports that we give for all of our scholars is we have chapels on a weekly basis at 6:30. Well, it might not be at 6:30 in the morning this time. It might be later. It might be at 7 now. But we get together in the mornings once a week, and our intercessors lead us in a time of prayer holistically. We pray for everybody, for the faculty, staff, scholars, their family, homes, and however God leads us. And so we are adamant about ensuring that we truly guard God's heart in these various different aspects. Now, we did our first year of, well, really first semester of chapel last semester. And I
Yeah,
don't know if you want to speak to this a little bit, Nicole. Just share your experience a little bit.
I think it's like a warm up to morning meets with God. Like it's like what 'cause we'll be on. Okay, we're going on about 30 minutes early. And that way, where's this out? I always say anytime I'm on morning meets with God, anytime at chapel, I will start sitting up, and by the end of it, I'm laid to the side every single time, just trying to process everything that was shared. So, the TRI really made a huge difference, and I think even um, of that day of that week, right after that, we hop on morning meets, and I mean, if you want to be sitting up and then laying, I'm telling you, and and I so like I'm so honest every single time because activation and impartation is just it's like you're literally eating and drinking, and so even and definitely shares everything for TRI opportunity to pray. It's literally just summing up and also praying over anything that may be in the well, like she said, we're praying over the scholars, we're praying over all of TRI, and so it's really a different experience, and so um, it's discipleship. It definitely spiritual aspects of who you are, but it also shifts you at the same time. Completely different experience. I cannot stress that enough. If you're looking for your language to change, if you know that God is calling you even higher and to learn more of Him, like your identification in Him, like you semester and even school year, like it's completely. It's gonna transform. I can't hear you.
I was totally muted. Totally muted. No, I was just
I'm
saying that like that.
sorry.
Yes, but I was just saying that that's awesome because like I just believe in providing whatever supports we can to ensure life is just hard
Yeah.
enough. So part of us building community is being able to connect and being able to gather and know that you are in this not by yourself, but there are a host of other people that are all on this same journey with you, whether they're being activated, whether they are receiving instructions and language, whether they're being discipled and receiving the impartation, that there's a lot of people on this journey with us to just be better worshipers, better servants, better believers, just holistically. And so
Yeah.
I just want to take the time to tell you thank you. Thank you for your leadership, even with our prayer team and making sure that we're going and rocking because we're so excited about this support service being offered to our scholars this year. And I'm telling you, it is something that you're going to want to be a part of. I mean, to know that you got church family and you got the TRI family supporting, praying, rooting you on. Like that's what we do. So thank you so much, Nicole, for joining me for this conversation today. I really appreciate you. In order for you to take advantage though of that aspect, you gotta be a scholar of the Refresh Institute.
And I look, I just want to quickly say thank you. Not only are you a gem and a treasure throughout the pandemic, setting the foundation, the new foundation of this new era, like throughout this time has been amazing, and we've been able to see ourselves. So thank you.
Oh man, it's been I enjoy it. It's a complete honor. I said, Lord, you know how we used to think serving was giving food to the homeless and doing all those things. But I absolutely enjoy this level of service that God is allowing us all to do. And then the fact that I ain't gotta do it by myself. Like you're stepping into everybody that's been on these lives have been really stepping into it as a testament of the fact that God is really doing this thing and he is launching us out and the world needs us. So it's the least we can do. It's the least we can do to serve. So thank you so much, Nicole. I really appreciate you.
See you guys later.
All right, love you, girl.
See you.
So you definitely want to tap on in. Again, you're gonna have to be a scholar though in order to take full advantage of those prayer resources through our intercessors and our intercessory team. And if you're going through the intercessory course and you want to join that team, you'll be able to do so. Now you have to go through the courses though, so that you can join the team because we want some skilled intercessors. We want those that are skilled in what they do, know exactly what they're doing, and that can guard and serve the world well. And one of the things I do love also too about our scholar support service is that you're not only being able to serve those within the institute, right? But there are plenty of opportunities for you to engage in some of our missional opportunities. So, for example, Refresh Evergreen is one of our community improvement initiatives. And through that initiative, we are able to serve intercessors, anybody, scholars, all of the above. If you are a part of TRI, you have full access to those mission opportunities to help us go serve in another city, serve. Maybe we'll have a mission trip in another country or whatever it is. We have a lot of partners that we've been connecting with internationally. And we wanted to do some things right before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and that was like, we weren't able to get it done. But there are plenty of opportunities to be able to serve in other cities and countries right here through the Refresh Institute. And so our scholastic support gives you the opportunity to be able to indulge in all of those different opportunities, and it can shift your life and just make you better. The field of your service, the field of your anointing, your grace, and all of the above can literally go and reach the whole entire world. So you want to register at www.refreshglobalnfp.org and take full advantage of all of those things that are happening and going on. But we're not done. We're not done. We are again in day 3 of our rush week. For those of you that are just joining us, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm in the car. Yes, I'm on the go, but we are still here and we want to tell you more about TRI and all that is to come. So, I am excited today to also share this platform with another one of our instructors slash scholars. Yes, instructors because she, even though she had every grounds to be an instructor this year, an instructor alone this year, but no, she want to take like 2 and 3 classes. Now, see, the warning is take only one TI class. Now, this girl, she loves learning. And not only does she love learning, but she loves serving. And it is so evident in what she do. So I want to invite to the stage Miss Tamia Brochet Polk. Hey, Tamia. Your volume gone too. She said, what? Okay.
Is it better now?
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know what's happening with these platforms today. They just don't want to operate. But never,
I
it's the
see.
rain. I believe you when you write, Nicole. I believe. But we out here. I got Tamia with me, y'all. And Tamia, y'all seen her. If y'all seen us, y'all seen her. She been serving in various different capacities within Refresh. I actually just met Tamia in 2019, and when I tell you Tamia just jumped right on in, she jumped right on into the pool. And so she serves as the instructor for our prophetic art and drawing class. Woo, woo. Now, let me tell y'all, when we did this class in our Maryland workshop, after people was going to all that other classes, they went to go woosah into Mia class and thought it was going to be a woosah. And
It wasn't.
it was a small creative woosah, but it was very, very unique because of what she teaches and how she teaches it. And so to me, I'm gonna give you a little opportunity to just introduce yourself, tell people who you are, where you're from, what you do, talk about your background educationally, how that adds to your drawing, your digger, and all of the above. Yep.
So, hey y'all. Like Apostle Rain said, my name is Tamia Brochet Polk. We gonna go. And I am. I am. Like my name's Tamia, and I'm 26 years old. But I am. Like she said, I met them in 2019. I've been serving since like the end of 2019, beginning of 20. So, almost going on 4 years. Uh, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, in Park Forest ish, closer to like my teenage years. Have a bachelor's and a master's degree. Both are in psychology, but my master's specializes in G. Um, I currently work for Chicago Public Schools. I teach preschool. So, and I have been doing art for uh, over like 12, 15-ish years, somewhere in that gap. Like growing up, I used to come home from school and just like draw and like just draw it. And I favorite, and I still do kind of now favorite like drawing like live portraits or anything like that because it's just a little bit easier for cartoons. So I created like a binder of things, just draw them, and I put them all in a binder, and I would just keep up with it. And then so I was really heavy in drawing. I kind of not parted ways, but like I got away from life happens, high school, college, all these other things. But over 3 to 4 years, I've gotten back into it, but more on team. And of course, you still use drawing in painting because most of the time what you're about to paint, and then you fill it in just so that you have an outline, something to work with for about 3, 4-ish years. And I really, honestly, I was like, why do I want to paint? I can't do that. But paint, I was like, oh, I can do that. Okay, Lord, the talent to add to the list. And so I've been doing it ever since the Apostle Rank asked me to teach. I was like, me, you I don't even know how to talk myself. I just did it. And so through how I was actually going to teach what it is that I do, and like actually verbalize it and explain it. And it's another thing when you like got to tell somebody how you do what you do. It's like you that. And so yeah, that's me.
Yep. So that's Tamia, and she's been drawing. Her daddy drew. So it's just all in the lineage, and the reality is, I even me with teaching was a part of the grace on my family's life. And people would ask me, "Can you train us in the things that you're doing?" I'm like, I don't even know. But I began to pray and I began to ask the Lord, God, give me the language. And I know you did the same thing. You begin to ask, you begin to pray. He's like, Lord, hey, how do we do this? And there were people that attended your workshop and was absolutely, just blessed and were able to take home what we like to call the messages of the Lord through painting and through drawing. Like, for example, that painting that's right behind you right now, I remember that happened in a worship gathering.
Yep, we were at the Milwaukee Seekers Gathering in Milwaukee, and this is where this painting came from. And like the crazy part is like I had my supplies and materials like the night of, and I was like out, and then like I opened like my paint, and it was like it was just a mess that, so I wasn't able to actually complete it. But I'm like I see it, Lord, just help me hold on to it. Literally like that next day, I got the right mediums, and I was able to like, and of course stand in a place of prayer and worship, like I was able to get it out. What happened? And I was like, it's so beautiful, Lord. You're so beautiful, Lord. And so here it is.
Yeah, so you're going to, and one of the things I do know is that we don't have to limit how God communicates. When He can activate the artist and when He can activate the drawer and the painter to communicate His message is one thing. Like I see also too on your wall, we just put on all of the paintings in your wall. You got a Hebrew kind of message over there on that side. Now, what's that Hebrew message?
It says which means peace in Hebrew. And I actually, that one is a little bit, and I recently got into like learning Hebrew because of one, I love learning period, but I love learning words and languages. And so I in Hebrew and also like some Greek or Aramaic, like in the translations of the add to like the definition or the meaning of the words alone. And so yeah, shalom.
I love it. I love it. So to just have prophetic messages all across your walls to remind you of the word of the Lord concerning your life or an encounter that you had with God or an experience. Like we're no longer building altars right now when we have encounters, but you can take a canvas and you can draw on a piece of paper and you can mark the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what we're gonna call your class. Mark the moment. Like, if
I
we could just start, yeah, like if we could just start marking the moments of God where, they used to build altars and they used to literally get stones and stuff and say, this was the moment I met with God. This is the moment I
yeah,
encountered the Lord. No, and these paintings going to be, these are the moments. We're going to mark the moment that I was able to see the Lord, experience the Lord, receive revelation from the Lord, get understanding from the Lord. And now I'm going to articulate, I'm going to communicate that through this art. And so, I understand wholeheartedly that prophetic art is something that kids can engage in and adults. we just don't take enough time to sit. First of all, we don't take enough time to kind of just sit and let God heal us through the arts, right? We don't let him do that. But I'm a firm believer that God will blow his ruach upon these arts and restore and inspire wellness within us and heal us from the inside out. So you're not too young and you're not too old to mark the moment.
Literally.
Like at all. And so every drawing, every painting, like I think I'm gonna just take it just to woosah. I don't want to miss the opportunity to mark these moments. And there are some youth out here. They don't know how to articulate what they see. They don't know how to articulate what they're hearing from the Lord, but they're not able to yet mark the moment. And so we can teach them how to do that, like how to literally mark those moments with God in and through it. And so that's you as a teacher, as the instructor. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to share more about your class for a little bit and a
Okay.
little bit because I know you got some prophetic meanings to the hex codes and all these colors and all of that stuff. So you can
Yeah.
share a little bit about it, and then we're gonna talk about you as a scholar.
Okay. So one of the things that, like I told y'all, my background for educate. So in psychology, there are meanings to colors, and like for example, there's recommended colors for classrooms, for schools and stuff. For example, you should not paint the hallways of a school red. Red is a color that normally incite anxiety or anger or things we'll say seeing red, quote unquote. However, when you go to God's side, represents the blood, and so colors definitely matter. There's a color theory, and you can like it just adds so much what you do. My Hebrew painting right here, um, it's only because it's my favorite color, but it's in yellow because one highlighted in my life because that is part of the mandate on my life. Is one of peace, or in yellow because once I want to say about almost 2 years ago ish, the Lord had spoke to me um, through some people with him, and the like things would just stand out to me that were yellow, and you like this is why this is standing out to you because like things are being highlighted and just so much to it. And I was like, Lord, wow. And so ever since then, yellow has life. If you know me, you know. Um, if you know has been like a highlight, and that's just like one of the examples. The painting right here behind have symbolism. It was the colors that I saw when the Lord showed me. It was like just jumping into the deep with Him, and there was like so much more that I wrote down. But like the colors matter, and it's almost like the galaxies of heaven and stuff like that. And so like the colors definitely matter, but also there are other things like in the course such as this came out in Maryland, and I didn't know the Lord was gonna do it, but He did it. There was the art of the cross, and that thing right there, like I was like, Lord, wow, like you, like he brought so much revelation from that into of art, and it changed their perception, one of themselves, but also of you, because art is not only painting and drawing, but it encompasses. So we look at all art as a whole, and we include all art that we mostly focus on, like doing is painting and drawing, and so it is like mind blowing. Like you would never come from what you would see as like regular art or anything, but it's not regular art. It's prophetic. I mean, you're marking the moments.
Marking the moments. Okay, marking the moments, and that's what we're
Yeah,
doing. And I'm
keeping that.
really excited. Yeah, I'm really excited about the class. I'm really excited about what we have to offer. You can go and register. You can learn about this class in more details, and you can get all of the information for it on our website at www.refreshglobalnfp.org, or you can email our admissions advisor at triadmissions@gmail.com. Learn how to communicate and mark the moments with God through the arts. And I'm telling you, her class, she had some people that was actually in her class, the first class. By that second round, her class was filled. I almost had to put in a whole nother room because people were coming and they wanted to learn how to just everything that they were seeing, everything that they were experiencing, and the areas they were being activated in. They needed to mark the moments, and so like it's so important for them to do so within that. So as a scholar, to me, like first of all, you're walking on dangerous territory because you're trying to take two, three, four, five classes all at one time. And so let's share your experience. Share your experience as a scholar through the Refresh Institute.
See, what had happened was, right, what had happened, I love learning. I really do. And it's one thing to learn in the world, intrigued by some of it, and it's cool and it's great. But baby, when you learn with God, it's a whole. So ever since I started learning with God, I ain't wanted to stop. And so that I didn't ignore the caution signs. I passed them slowly. And so that's how I got more than the next semester. It is what it is. I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna pray, and but I'm gonna be okay afterwards because God gonna do what He gonna do. And we all know what it comes with. That's like it's not even the fact that I take more, keep coming back for classes alone. I feel like that just says so much. Like the fact that are not only instructors and faculty, but like we actually go to take the classes. Like that to me says a lot, and it shows where our hearts really are, and how like yeah that the institute we all cry and we all thought we wasn't gonna make it last semester, but we made it. So here we are.
Here we are coming back for more, constantly growing and learning in it. And I mean, when it comes down to just the impact of your life, I mean, I know that when you first kind of into this world, it was totally new. You came from a Baptist background, and so I know that your world got a little flippy dude a little bit. It's not like you really sing, but you are a sign of a worshiper, a believer, one who's life to the Lord, but they're not necessarily a singer. So from that aspect, um, can you share with us how it still made a difference in your life? Because we don't really talk about music when it comes down to worship, but a lot of people don't really know that because they connect worship to only music. But can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, I of course I heard about you guys through music, but there was a pull the Refresh Summit in 2019. There was a tug on my heart. Of course, now I know it was God pulling me and telling me to go to the summit. Excuse in the book to not go, and every excuse that they would tell you not go. You don't be church hopping. You don't just go to anybody's service. You don't just go to anybody conference, anybody preach. You don't just let anybody pray over you. All these other stuff, and I had to I lived through all of that to just make it to the Refresh Summit in 2019. But I knew that, child, I went and I ain't been back since. Like that place since. Like I've been, that door was closed. My life has gone. Like, and so like I was so glad and grateful to God for telling me and for me obeying. Um, and like I went, and though like the focus at there was a worship leader class, and like the way it was kind of separated, I was kind of hesitant because I'm like sing, but I don't sing, right? Like Refresh sing like that. Like, I mean, I probably could if I wanted to, but that's not my y'all. I think it's art. So I was like, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, and in the class, it wasn't even about singing. About singing, it was about worship and like knowing God and all of the things. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming back. And so I've worshiped ever since. And also on top of that, like I've had my moments like early on being in, like at the time, I think there was very few people that didn't sing that was on part of Refresh. So like we were like small in number as far as people like that didn't sing a Refresh at the time. And I never like felt any of that, but I did have moments where I'm like, how did I end up in a team full of singers? Like, how is this working out? Like, I did use the question that like for myself, and like as time grew on, as I learned so much more going, that even dropped from like my view or anything, because the focus was never on, but the focus is on your relationship with God and what you like, worship, your worship, and living that lifestyle, and not just like it's about the gift of singing. And so I'm gonna stay, and I stayed, and I'm still.
Stayed and still here and still learning and still growing, but also being able to be an instructor. And so we're so grateful to have you and have your course again at the Refresh Institute. I see Otisha's on here saying she's a fashion designer and that's why she loves drawing. And so it's going to be, if you register for the class, it's going to be very, very awesome to
Yep.
see your work, and even hopefully we can probably get some drawing, I mean, some sewing classes and all that stuff in there, and start, figuring out how we can start wearing kingdom garbs,
I
Um,
was literally just thinking. I'm like, oh, she gonna design the worship garments. There we go.
there are very few people that will sew and worship and get some things together, but you can all get started with everything concerning your purpose, your makeup, who you are, and all of the above by registering for our fall semester. You can go on our website at www.refreshglobalnfp.org and register for any of your courses. Go ahead and register for the course called Mark the Moments.
Yep. We're
I think
changing
that
it.
was
Yep.
I think we're gonna change that. This is the Mark the Moment class. We're gonna teach
Yes.
you how to build the things out that's gonna help you mark the moments that you have and you're experiencing with God. So thank you so much, Tamia, for joining us today on this afternoon and letting us know about your course and class and your perspective, also too as a scholar. I know that we all appreciate your testimony.
Thank you for having me, y'all. You know, I was like, oh, come on, y'all, I'm ready to teach. Like, go register for my class. Like, it. So come register because I gotta release what the Lord has gave me.
Yeah, and even if you have babies, the good thing about our creative arts classes is it's definitely for the youth as well as the adults. So if you have young people that are learning, wanting to learn how to mark the moments, they're prophetic in nature and they don't know how to articulate what God is sharing with them. You want to build that skill now. It
Yeah.
may not be One of the things that my apostle talk about is stocking your mantle. It may not be the strongest gift, but it can be sharpened as a tool that God can use whenever he decides to use it, because he is stocking their mantle. And so this class is readily available for youth and for adults. Now that's the difference with our creative arts side and our worship arts side. Our worship um our work arts side is adults, but our creative arts side is for youth and adults. So this is a perfect opportunity to teach your child how to mark their God. Teach them how to mark it. Teach them how to archive it by way of drawing and painting. They may not be able to articulate it, but they could probably draw out their visions and all of this. Yes, it is. She said, "I'm grown and I need this class."
Come on, come register. I'm ready for you. And all,
Yes,
like one of the things, drawing is like you part of drawing is used to determine like develop. That's one of the ways that they use it. So it's awesome. That's awesome. Like if you guys didn't know of that, one of the first times I traveled with Refresh, we went to Memphis. At the time, it was the Refresh Kids session with the kids, and one I spoke with and like ministered to, like he draw out like his dreams and stuff like that. And so like I would encourage, like, can draw what it is that he's showing you. Like, don't stop. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not that. None of those things matter, because some of my drawings right now, they look at how you got to put all the work. You got to keep your work into it. And so that's why it's important to document and get the work in and get the effort and push so that you can be. It happened again at Wisconsin. I think I ended up ministering to a youth there and drawer. So it's a thing. The children and their creativity are using it as an outlet. They're using it
yeah,
as
they can
an
see.
outlet,
They can see.
and they like I remember asking him like, do you see this guy? I said, go ahead and draw it out. It's okay. It doesn't matter what it looked like. It don't matter if it, none of that matters, but get it out. And he sat there and drew a picture and the words and stuff that went along with it. I knew what it meant. God knew what it meant, and he knew what it meant. Moment encouraged, and like I believe that he went home to further seek the Lord about those things. That is not just for adults, but it's definitely for the youth. I'm done.
Absolutely. So go ahead and enroll them. The classes are in the evening, so it's not like it's during school time. It's in the evenings. It's online. They're going to be able to show, and they're going to be able to learn. They're going to be able to grow, and they're going to be empowered specifically for their creativity in the earth, according to the word and the will of the Lord. So register your child. Payment plans are readily available for you, and we are flexible with working with you as well to make sure it happens. Most importantly for us, we just want you to be empowered in your purpose. So once again, thank you so much, Tamia, for joining us and being a part of this conversation. We appreciate all of you all for hanging in tight with us and sharing more about and learning more about the Refresh Institute and all that we have to offer. Again, you can register. You only got a week or so left to register, and you can go ahead and get everything squared away within this week so that you can be a part of something that is going to change and empower your life as a whole. So I appreciate you guys. Join me tomorrow. I will be right here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Whether I'm in the car, whether I'm running, whether I'm sitting at my desk. Y'all know the famous desk. Or if I'm sitting there, if I'm running or I'm in another location, I am going to be right here at 3 p.m. We're going to be talking with our ambassador tomorrow and another one of our instructors who both of them have been scholars of the Refresh Institute as well. It's some good stuff, y'all. The people that are teaching this have been trained in this. All right. So we're going to hear from them on tomorrow. I want you to join me at 3 p.m. as we chat more about the Refresh Institute and all that it has to offer. Don't delay. Don't delay. Go ahead, check out the course catalog on the website, and don't delay. Be a part. Join us this fall semester and let us refresh your life through every encounter, every moment that we have to gather together. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I will see y'all tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. for our TRI Rush Week day number 4. And we're going to chat some more about the Refresh Institute and more classes that we have to offer. I love y'all so much. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a blessed, tremendous, fantabulous Wednesday.
And I am the founder and president of the Refresh Institute. The Refresh Institute is a multifaceted empowerment organization, and it is through our efforts of education and community improvement projects where we have the opportunity to fulfill the mission to inspire, empower, and refresh the world one encounter at a time. Through our arts academies, we focus on empowering the creative individual by sharpening their unique skills and their expressions through various art forms, whether it's by painting or drawing, whether it's through vocals, song, or creative writing, production, and so much more. As a faith-based entity, we empower purpose in the lives of those of the Christian faith. We bridge the gap through our interactive courses and activations between your purpose in life and your faith. Through our institute, we house a full scholastic support sector, which bridges the gap between instruction and life by supporting you, the scholar. We support the whole man, both physically, emotionally, socially, spiritually, and by helping you build community. We do so through our LifeWire, which is our mental wellness sector, through our Refresh Kids mentoring group. We do so through our ACTS sector, which is our activities, clubs, and teams, such as prayer clubs, worship teams, production teams, and also too, our mission group, and so much more. It is our ultimate goal to empower your life, no matter how old or young you are, or no matter where you reside. You can always find refreshing right here at the Refresh Institute. Visit our website for more information, www.refreshglobalnfp.org.